Hello, this is Sir Stillwater. This video I'm going to go ahead and talk about the friends bar and how do you get friends and uh, how do you accept a friend's invite. So down here in your bar of contacts or whatever they call it here in Forge of Empires, the third button here is the two heads, and that's the friends list. If you have friends already in the game, these are in-game friends that you've requested and they've accepted, or somebody has sent you an invite and you've accepted theirs, they'll be here and you can do your daily aid and you can sit in their tavern if you have your tavern unlocked. Any questions about the tavern? Take a look at my last video. I talked about the Friends Tavern. And in the next video, part 3 of the series, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the benefits, other benefits of having friends and being a friend within the game. So to add friends, you click on the Find Friends, and you can go through and add these friend suggestions down below. That's the easiest way. It fits well into one of the early stories of adding friends to the game. The pending invites will show up here. You can cancel them if they don't respond in a period of time. If they do accept, they drop out of that list and show up in your friends bar. If they reject, they drop out of that list and they don't show anywhere. They're just a declined friend request. You can also search if you have other friends from other worlds or people that you know in real life or whatever. You can do searches across everybody and find them and add those. So that's another way. Another thing you can do is you can go ahead and do invitations where you can invite people that you know. You can post on Facebook or email or whatever, and then you get diamonds once they hit certain levels within the game, people that you personally invited into Forge of Empires. So you'll see here if they're Iron Age, you get 50 diamonds. We'll talk about diamonds in a separate video, but early Middle Ages and so on. So there's an opportunity there for some long range finder fee bonuses, if you will, for new players. Some people, and I really discourage doing this just because it's ethical and what's man but his word and his actions, right? Is they'll go through and they'll invite all their backup email accounts and play multiple characters in the game and stuff like that. And in the intent of the game, I understand some people do that, but really that's kind of shady, and that's really it's a game. I mean, there's no reason to scam a game, but whatever. Anybody does. People do what people do. But like I said, what's a man but of his words and of his actions? So, but that's something you'll see often. Sometimes you'll see players that have multiple players, basically almost all named the same, with the same avatar. That's probably what's going on there. I can't speak for 100% certainty on that, but sometimes some commonalities, I'll just say. But okay, so now we've got our friends that way. One thing is that one of the challenges of having friends invited in just off that short list is they're all going to be about your size. And if you're early in the game, their friends taverns probably aren't very developed. They're probably sitting with the 3 out of 4 chairs with no tablecloth, and it's a friend for the sake of doing a daily aid and sitting and maybe getting a little bit of silver. Something I like to do, and this is all personal preference, is I will go over to global rankings and I'll go over to players and I'll search for a higher number value player from where I'm at. So let's say, for example, down here on the page of pages section, I'll go ahead and I'll just randomly add one here, and I'll say I want to go to page 1000 of the 7,566 in this world. And then here's a player, 500,000. I'd go ahead and add them. Click on them, and then you can do add as friend. And I'm already at my capacity, so it won't let me, but would I like to add them? Yes. So I'm already invited 80 people. But if I didn't, it would say that they were invited to be my friend. You could do that across the different ways. Rule of thumb, what I like to do personally when I'm starting in a new world, I will go through and I will find if I'm Bronze Age, for example, I will invite people that are early Middle Ages. So somebody in the 15,000, 25,000, 35,000 point range. So it's not a super huge step back for them to be friends with somebody in bronze, but it's somebody that's a few steps above where I'm at. And I'll speak to why in the next game. That's how, if you look at my friends list here, I have people as low as 667, which is, these are obviously ones people have sent me invites on because I wouldn't tie up an invite on those. And then people all the way up to 30 million. So stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to talk to where the value is in that and so on. But also and how you get that, how you can help encourage larger players to accept your invites. I'll talk about that in the next video as well. So that's all I had in this one. Just want to talk about the friends bar, how do you add friends, and so on. Don't be afraid to if you have friends invites pending, and people aren't responding, to cancel them out and find somebody else to add. You own that list. That's your friends list. Same thing for the list of friends that you have. Like these smaller ones here, it doesn't really hurt me to have it there. It's nice to have them in the list, somebody else to follow, to aid or visit a tavern or a great building if they have one. But um, if they're invites that you've sent and you see that these players aren't growing anymore, these numbers are the same every day, odds are it's an inactive account, and it might be a good opportunity to get those out of your list and get somebody in who's going to be more active and a daily player. So that's all I got in this one. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them below. That really helps. And if you have any suggestions for other videos that you'd like to see, please let me know down there in the comments as well. And how do you use your Friends tab? Do you have any tips and tricks you'd like to add to the conversation? I would love to hear that. Also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, it really helps. It helps grow the channel and get this exposure a little bit better, and lets me know that people are actually watching the videos. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.